Yeah, Radhika ji, while we are speaking, you said about your one of the village person wisdom, ancestor wisdom we call, right?
Yeah.
About the how to water the give water, when to give water, something kind of your testimony you can say.
Yeah.
So can you repeat it again once again just for so that this part of the world, basically people are so excited about growing, uh, whether it's flowering plant, vegetable or fruit plant. The only part they make mistake in the watering, because when you grow anything and everything, all it needs sunlight and water. Of course, soil is the base,
Yes.
but the way you give watering
Yeah.
and whatever you say what soil makes what makes some, okay, that's fine. But if you give water in such a way, like for example deep watering also, how to give a good stroke of water and when to give in between the watering, these two areas is the most important aspect. With watering, in between the watering.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, what you said about from the village is absolutely beautiful. So just please explain it once again.
Yeah, these village, my parents live in a village,
Mm.
and then we have these farmers coming and helping us out and all that.
Okay.
So when you have crops, the vegetables or the fruits, what vegetables, fruits, and even flowers,
Hmm.
they say when it's the plant has grown, say X number of days, your plants are ready to start fruiting or flowering.
Hmm.
They say you dig a soil on top, dig it up a little,
Hmm.
and let it aerate.
Aerate. Okay.
For
Hmm.
2-3 days, don't give water.
Hmm.
Totally no water at all.
Hmm.
And then you give the water. After 3 days of drying up the soil,
Hmm.
then once you give the water, the plant feels at that point that I'm going to die.
Oh, very good.
And once it gets its water after 3 days or 4 days,
Hmm.
since it's in the soil, I'm not talking about potted plants.
Okay.
I'm talking about plants on the ground.
Hmm.
So it thinks I'm going to die, and the minute it gets its water, it starts flowering and leafing, and then all the blooms start happening. So that is how you get a good harvest or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Now, good that you said about actually. So it reminds me a couple of things which need to highlight now. See, for example, people are getting normal. They grow chilies, right? Varieties of, there are very spicy varieties there, normal varieties there.
Yes.
But there are tips to make even normal chilies to spicy thing. What do you have to do? In between watering, you have to allow them to look for water. Come on, I'm going to die.
Yes.
So you have to, this the feeling the plant gets. Then you water it, deep water something and all. You see the chilies is more spicy, and the growth also very good. And like what you said about in the soil, but believe me, I have done it in the pot as well.
Okay.
In between the watering, give a little bit more, because it's not like every time, see, there are, when you are in life, you are seeing sun,
Yeah.
and you are seeing wind, you are seeing like a flooding, so different scenario passing through a winter, in rainy season. So all the 4 seasons coming up, it should withstand whatever the season is coming up, no problem. I have to stand, so that's the one aspect is why I'm just highlighting this. Always the root the main cause of the problem, root cause, right? The root should know where to go, how to go, means that how it, because it will find its food wherever it is. For example, you're putting water on the top,
Yeah.
without giving much work for them. It is what easily we are giving, like you are, it's equal to you are feeding your kids with a junk food and whatever it asks actually. Then you go for, oh, it's obesity is there, this and that. Same scenario is happening, like if you are giving water in between the time when it's really thirsty,
Yes.
then you feed the water and give deeper thing, then it's okay. Now the food is very all the way down.
Yeah.
Because when you good stroke of water, what will happen? The water will go penetrate, will go down. It will not stay in the thing top, right? So when it start penetrating, it goes down all the way, and you are not watering after that few days, means where is my food? Next day, okay, today you had a breakfast with a good biryani. Next day, no, I am hungry still, right? So I have to look for my food. Then I have to go down, little bit down,
Yeah.
and get the source of my food, which is the water. So that if the roots goes that way, what will happen? Ultimately, you see the plant is stronger and healthier, and any sort of wind or this in a different section, if you are not watering it in between also, it will withstand and it will come up nicely.
Yeah.
This is the when a moment I hear it, it's really okay, because people need to realize this. See how the ancestors of wisdom, how they do actually, right?
No, also another example was this time the rains.
Hmm.
After the rains, you see a lot of difference in the plants also.
Yeah.
The heavy rains which help the plants.
Yeah,
The flowering is good. The plants look more fresher
correct.
than what we usually see
Oh.
in this part of the world.
So it's a heavy
I think
rain.
This is my
Observation, absolutely fantastic. Because what is happening, the heavy rain, flood, basic flood kind of thing, which is, the rain water all gone down,
Gone down.
and the good soaking happened in the soil. So now you see that after 1 week after that, people are, oh wow, my garden is filled with flowers and greenery and lushy green and all those stuff. That is to tells you that how it goes actually. Good. Thank you for reminding. It was wonderful time. Hearing your
Thank you for
experience.
coming, actually. I was excited about my paddy crop. Other than that,
That's what my because that's so inspirational. So hearing from you in person with your own experience with a casual thought, absolutely. So keep rocking, and may God bless you with a more stunning harvest like this. All our prayers and wishes are with you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Then bye bye.